Hi everyone, I'm just going to take a few minutes now to go over the IC querying toolkit with regard to your IP data within your IC maps. Hi everyone, next few minutes I'm going to take to talk about IC mapping with regard to your IP data and what we can do with it besides our gridding and displaying our well locations. So as you can see here, I already have a map. This is my IP wells that I shared before in the same database. I'll layer on this map, which is my average SW grid. I'm going to remove that, and I'm also going to remove the surface grid I had. Okay, so you can see I still have all of my well locations. Again, when it comes to building up your map, you can add things like your GIS surfaces, which is your layers list. You can add in queries. And this is what I want to talk about right now. So queries itself will generate a flag for the wells that meet a certain criteria. So we can create our own query very easily. So if we create a new one, we get the choice of, am I looking for particular data? Am I looking for a particular attribute for the well? Is it a particular well name or a well list that I've generated from IP already? Does it have a well path? Does it have a geographic location compared to one of my shapefiles that I've used or brought in? Is it on a particular map or chart I've already made? So we'll start with well data. So one of the things that we want to investigate is which of these wells on my map have my calculated porosity data, for example. So I check which curve group I want to use, and we'll stick with calculations, that makes sense. And my phi curve, find that, and I can then decide, do I want to have it just be if it has that data, or the inverse of that? Do I want it to be the porosity with regard to a specific value? So any wells that have phi values greater than 0.05, and if we hit OK, we can, when it comes to displaying on the map, we can identify these wells with a symbol. And this looks to one of our dictionaries, standard dictionaries provided by the database. We'll pick a blue diamond. At this point, we can test the query, which will give us a list of the wells used. If we hit OK here, we can see it's been added to our list here. If we hit select and apply, there we go. So every well has a phi curve that has a value greater than 0.05. If we wanted to modify that query, rather than just looking for anywhere in that well or those wells that have phi values greater than 0.5, we can modify that to look within a particular zone for that value. So no longer do we just want it to be that, we want to look for a particular zone. So in my IP parameter set tops, I want to have a look in my EV zone, whether the phi values are greater than 0.05. And if I hit OK now and apply, so now there's one well in there that doesn't have the phi values greater than 0.05 for that particular zone. Now, when it comes to well queries, we can build up a whole host of them. So once you've saved your queries, they get listed under your resources. And once you have a suite built up, you can organize these in folders as well. Once you have plenty in there, you're going to need them. So what we can do is add on multiple queries, and you can see these just all add up. And if I turn my queries on there we go, in my key panel, you'll see that it not only does it tell you the symbol and the name of the query you're looking at, but it also in brackets tells you how many wells meet the correct criteria. So not only can you highlight wells on your map with queries, but we can actually choose which wells to display on the map with the query. So this becomes a filter. So for example, any of those wells that have the phi values greater than 0.05 within the EV, select that and you'll see that Blue Cat 4 is not selected. Okay, so if we hit apply, this Blue Cat 4 well should disappear from our map. There you have it. And these can be built up into as many as you like. and they just plot on top of each other. You have control over the size of this. You can change the symbol of any of these at any given point and generate your map to help draw your eye into places that you need to look further. So let's save this map. And we can use it again later. Thank you for watching, everyone. Any questions, don't hesitate to get in touch.